Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the Ice Age Vault. My name is Brandon, and if you're interested in the TCG business space, you've found the right channel. Today, we're talking about how starting YouTube impacted my business, especially with this being the first month. I figured it'd be good to kind of do a recap and a little bit about me. I do this part-time as a side hustle, if you want to call it that, but I spend about 2 hours per weeknight, Monday through Thursday, on the TCG business. Fridays, I get about an hour in, just packing and updating my order sheets because I go to Friday Night Magic, play with my friends. And then Saturday and Sunday, we're looking at a total of about 8 hours combined. Now, keep in mind, all of this time has to include listing inventory, sorting inventory, bookkeeping, and those kind of administrative tasks, as well as packing orders. So starting YouTube, there was a very big learning curve when it comes to like editing videos, how to add chapters to my videos, how to pretty much do everything involved with YouTube that was basically foreign to me. So something had to change with my schedule. When I launched this YouTube channel, I was basically starting from scratch in terms of my YouTube experience. I didn't know how to edit videos, and I did some research to figure out what software programs I could use. Not sponsored, but I'm using CapCut, and I got the premium version so I can throw in fun sound effects and transitions and all of that stuff. I had to learn how to make a thumbnail, and I want to give a shout out to It's Phantom for making one of his recent videos about how to do thumbnails. I was using AI for my first couple videos just because I didn't even know where to start. And now I'm using software, you guys have probably heard of this, it's called Canva. Again, not sponsored, and I'm using the free version of that, but super easy to use, and that's helped kind of elevate the thumbnail appeal. And lastly, I had to figure out how to talk on camera. I'm not somebody who has really done this before, so figuring out like how to lay out my videos and communicate with you guys, but it's something that we're constantly working on. Realistically, that first month, it was pretty rough in terms of time management, just because being completely green to the YouTube scene, bars again. But it took me a long time to edit videos. We're talking like 1 hour just to record the video, and then maybe 3 to 4 hours to edit it. Especially those first few that had my face on camera. And like I said, that just blew my schedule up. So I took a page out of the Pokey Pastor. If you guys are watching me, you've probably seen his content, but I took a page out of TJ's book, and I had to increase the floor pricing that I had for my TCG inventory, which meant less sales, but it meant the ones that I was getting were more profitable, and that freed up time from the packing orders side of things to put towards editing videos. Like It's Phantom says, you've got to do your ABLs, you've got to always be listing, but especially that first month, again, doing the editing of the YouTube videos took a lot of time out of my business hours, we'll call them. So I wasn't listing on eBay every day, but something that I did to get ahead of that was whenever I had extra time, I would make like drafts on eBay and do at least one a day so that I could have a listing every day. Because of this issue with time management, I was not able to list every single day on eBay like I had been planning to, and that impacted eBay sales as well. I was feeling like I was running on overtime in a side hustle, but I felt like I was burning the candle at both ends just to be able to pack order. But I was getting up like 45 minutes earlier than I normally do, so I could jump into the Ice Age Vault here and pack the orders from the day before, and then just take those to the post office on my way to work, because I was finding myself running out of time in the afternoon when I got off work, just because of the time suck that editing YouTube was up front. A little bit of a peek behind the psychological curtain running around up here. I'm a very like start a project, work on the project, finish the project, move on to whatever the next task is for the day. And that style just did not mesh well with starting YouTube, because like I was saying, those first few YouTube videos where I had my face on camera, those were taking me about 6 hours start to finish, and I just could not do that all in one night. So that style was not going to work out long term. I could see the writing on the wall there. And I had to ask myself, hey, am I about to lean in to this YouTube thing, or am I going to back out of it? And it was feeling like YouTube was taking up all of my free time, and that I was like making YouTube the priority over the business, which I think in a vacuum, in a very acute scenario, when a lot of people start up YouTube, that's probably something that they go through. Yeah, it was something where I basically was going to have to adapt or die. And I decided to adapt. So the biggest change and the biggest shift that I had to make with my mentality was not doing a YouTube video start to finish, but breaking up the process. And what that looks like is, let's say on Sunday, I would record a video. On Monday and Tuesday, I would work on editing that video. Thursday, I would get it uploaded to YouTube pending for next Monday's start or next Monday release. And then in the interim, like Friday and Saturday, I would edit the final touches on YouTube and make the thumbnail for the video. Making that one shift to like chopping up the process instead of trying to cram everything into one day, that made it feel manageable. It made it feel like I could actually do this, and like the TCG business and YouTube could live in harmony together rather than always being in conflict of each other. My wife will 100% vouch for this, but I am a very schedule-oriented person. And I mentioned it earlier, I'm routine-driven. I like knowing the things that I have to do tomorrow when I go to bed today. That way I can plan accordingly and make sure that I get everything done that needs to be done. Now, this YouTube thing really threw me for a loop at first, but once I leaned in and decided to learn everything I could about this as fast as possible, and I'm merely scratching the surface at this point, but the information that I've soaked up so far has helped me adapt, and I'm treating this like when I first started the business. There was so much that I had to learn in terms of how to list, how to price, how to condition, that just treating this like that and getting back in that mentality has helped things start to click. And when I first launched the YouTube channel, I was doing pack openings of both Magic and Pokemon. You guys can go back and check those out if you want. Doing those pack openings and stuff, the way that I'm operating my business, those were just not going to be sustainable long term. And they weren't really the direction that I wanted to go with the channel anyway. I wanted to make this something educational that would provide value to people that are looking to starting their TCG side hustle or expanding their TCG business. And I wanted to make this a resource for somebody like me when I was first starting out, that I could go watch and learn step by step how to do things. Even though the YouTube channel is still in its infant stages and it's very early on, we don't have a huge following just yet, I feel like we're gonna get there. And I feel like leaning in, it gave me something new to work towards. Like, it's been refreshing to feel like I felt when I first started the business. I have new things and new skill sets that I can add to the tool belt. And yeah, it's just exciting. I felt like I needed a way to show you guys that I know what I'm talking about. I know how to make money in this space. And doing the scanner challenge, granted it was like one video long, but doing that gave me something to work towards, and it kept me accountable. Now, we sold a whole bunch of cards and used the payouts from eBay and TCG Player to get the scanner, along with selling some random stuff around the house. But that mentality of going after something and getting a little scrappy to make some money so that we could purchase that scanner, that gave me a fire, and it gave the channel some direction. It's helping us simulate like a starting from scratch business. While I think the scanner challenge will create some engaging content, it's not just about the content, it's practical. It helped me clear up space from around the house, from the shoes that I had sitting in my closet for years, to organizing the office a little bit better. It made me want to add some new systems to the office, like a second pegboard right here, where I can have all of my envelopes easily accessible, and I can also display some sweet cards and some sealed product. And it made me get really focused again on time management. Not only that, but the scanner itself, and actually, like, the goal was acquiring it, but now that we have it, what are we gonna do with it, right? And today it's April 25th, time of recording. The scanner should be here on Thursday, April 30th. My parents are coming to town from out of state, so I might not get to use it right away. Sorry, Mom and Dad, if you're watching this, as soon as they're gone, I'm getting that thing up and running. I'm gonna do some simulations with some softwares that I can couple that scanner with, and then that following week, we're gonna hit the ground running on eBay. And I'm talking, I don't wanna spoil it yet. Overall, the listing time on eBay was the biggest time suck that I was facing. And I felt like I wasn't getting my ROI on that when I first started. Getting this scanner is gonna help us simulate a cold start on eBay because I only have around 150 listings on there. What I might do is just take everything off. My reviews are gonna stay the same, so I have 100 plus positive reviews, but we're gonna just start uploading from scratch and seeing what we can do. Seeing, like, if you guys were just starting out, how would this feel? And I'm gonna put myself in that position and be the guinea pig for this experiment so you guys can see exactly how it looks. Back to the topic at hand here, how YouTube impacted my TCG business. This has opened me up to adding new streams of revenue for the business. And what I mean by that is, like, when I first started out, when I first launched the YouTube channel and I had my first or second video on where I was doing pack openings, I'd reached out to a well-known supplier of TCG shipping accessories, we'll say. You can probably guess who it is. And I was like, hey, can we do an affiliate deal? And they said no, because I was too new in my channel and they wanted to see, you know, some consistent content. So that sparked me even more to stay consistent with these video releases. But also I started thinking, well, hey, what else can I do to make some income? And I saw on, I've been following It's Phantom for a while. I know he's still a relatively green channel, but he's blowing up. And I saw that he had some Amazon affiliate links that he was using. I've always thought about doing that sort of thing, even outside of the TCG business, just like product reviews and stuff. But I thought, hey, I should start that. I should make a video about how I ship, which, if you haven't seen it yet, I made a video about how I can ship 30 cards in a plain white envelope, and it's not the absolute cheapest method, but it's a fantastic way for your customers to get material. I've got dozens of positive feedback on TCG Player about it when I send orders out like that. So subtle plug, check that out. But I thought, like, hey, I should make a video about how to ship stuff, and then I should link all of my products to it. Maybe people will buy it, maybe I'll get a kickback. Second subtle plug, but if you guys do need some shipping supplies and you want to support the channel at no extra cost, check the description. So it is still the early days, and I don't believe we've had any sales through that Amazon affiliate program yet. But I feel like as the channel continues to grow, I feel like that will eventually pick up. And as we stay consistent, as we hit month 2, 3, and 4, maybe we'll have the opportunity to start working with additional companies as an affiliate or under a sponsorship, something along those lines. But yeah, YouTube has just opened my eyes up and given me a new spark for the business. Like, hey, this is something completely new. It's fun, it's challenging, it's a time commitment, but I feel like the net payoff will be there. We just have to keep going until we get there. In summary, YouTube, it challenged my schedule at first, but I realized that leaning in and creating some systems around this has helped make it so much more manageable. And I feel like we've gotten to the point where this feels like it could be sustainable. While I'm still learning and we're still a very small YouTube channel, I feel like starting YouTube has been an overall net positive, and I'm just excited to see where this goes. So thank you guys for hanging out with me in my lazy Sunday sweatshirt today. If it's your first time here and you want to stay in touch, you want to see the updates as we progress with the scanner challenge, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I will make a playlist about starting a TCG business from scratch or something like that. And all of the videos that I make in this series will go to that playlist. If you like this video and if you're excited to see where the scanner challenge goes, don't be afraid to hit that little thumbs up button. This has been Brandon with the Ice Age Vault. We'll see you next time. Closing out the video today, guys, we're going to go over some sales from TCG Player first. Longtime customer Aaron, he got the Verdant Suns avatar, the Galta, and another Galta. Must be building some dinos. Next up, we sold a Sanguine Bond from the Lord of the Rings set. This came out of the Commander deck, and a foil Codex Shredder. And last order from TCG Player, we got a Scour from Scrap Edge of Eternities. Going on to Pokemon Gym Challenge, man. This is an old one, a holo, the Rocket's Trap. Hopefully going to help somebody complete a master set, but great condition for an old card here. Some of those scratches that you see right by my left thumb, those are just on the top loader. Those aren't actually on the card. Great condition card. And then lastly, we sold the Japanese Torkoal. So I just want to give you guys a little update behind the scenes on what we got cooking today on Sunday, April 26th. Hope you guys are having a good weekend. We'll see you next time. And if you guys made it to the end of the video and you were waiting for the blooper reel here, sorry, there was no ambulances driving by, no smoke alarms. My cat didn't jump up on the desk here either, so we'll have to wait for the next one. Peace.